PYX106, Capital Land's Classic Rock with Quinn and Cantera.
1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010. Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti on the phone.
How you living, Paul? How's the quarantine going?
You know, it's going okay. I've never spent this much time in my house ever, and it's got some upside. Obviously missing community.
Yeah. Yeah, that stir-crazy vibe is, you really feel it towards the end of the day.
How about you every day at 6:15, you go out to the end of your driveway, Paul, all the neighbors, and y'all wave at each other. They're doing that in Albany at one neighborhood.
Yep. No, there's that uniqueness where I've never seen more people walking in our neighborhood. That's the thing to do. And, of course, we're spacing out, just properly. And, I know that now they're looking at April 30th is the date, and people are saying, oh, it could be May, it could be June. At some point, it is, you're just looking forward to getting back to the stuff that maybe bothered you in the past, traffic and getting back to the office and all the stuff that went with it.
Yeah, the novelty of this, which was cute for a couple of days, is setting into this reality of this is how it's going to be for a while.
Is there a chance if I'm a client of yours, then we can move on to the topic at hand, but is there a chance that if I have to do a video conference call with you that you're just wearing the top part of the suit?
No, T-shirt. No, we are doing it all day. We are signing documents. We're filing things, but no, it's super casual, and it has been an eye-opening to see what people wear when they're not at work. Yeah, right. I would say that's true.
Well, the reason we have attorney Paul Harding on here is just to follow up with a story we had done. I'm not sure if we did this with you or we did it in one of our weird news segments, but an Iowa judge has ordered a psychological evaluation of a guy who asked the judge to let him engage in a sword fight with his ex-wife and her attorney so that he can, quote, rend their souls. David Ostrom,
trial by combat,
in a court filing, said that his wife and her attorney had destroyed him legally. So he asked the judge to resolve the dispute in a field of battle. Have you ever seen anything like this, Paul?
No, I have never seen it. But here's the thing. Every once in a while, at this point in my career, I think, okay, I think I know all the odd stuff that's out there. But I found out when you sent me this to take a look at that New York State does, in fact, continue to have a viable option for resolving disputes through combat. It had never been taken off the books. Kind of pre-Revolutionary War was one of the things, back in the day when Great Britain, and we were kind of having that conflict several hundred years ago. So when people do this, in New York State, they had a decision in 2016 where somebody attempted to do it also. And, it doesn't end up happening, but they have to entertain the motion in front of the judge. True story.
Well, this is why we have psychologists now, and he's going to see one, and we're going to get him better, hopefully.
What would you do if someone challenged you to a sword fight, Paul?
Well, I think Game of Thrones is my only thing that I could actually kind of remember about that. And so, I would probably get somebody to stand in for me, someone who actually knew what they were doing. I guess I forgot what they called that, but you could elect a combatant or something. So that would be my plan.
Hey, this is great. It's not all Corona talk.
With a little mixture of Game of Thrones, maybe some Luke Skywalker out there with Darth Vader. Just draw on your experiences.
Hey, Paul, we're coming up on 8 years being here at PYX106, and you have been part of the program and a great sponsor of ours from the very beginning. So we wanted to thank you for that.
Thank you, Paul.
More than welcome. But boy, that feels like a date that I would not have guessed. 8 years.
April 2nd will be 8 years here.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed we make it. But
8 years and how many speeding tickets?
I got one. You get?
I know. I got a couple.
Yeah. Well, you've been great to us, Paul. We appreciate you coming on the show every week.
Oh, you're welcome. It's been awesome. Thanks, guys.
Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
Stay safe.
Log on, listen loud. Classic Rock and Quinn and Cantera at iHeartRadio.com.